creation through bomb and form. The greatest to ever do it like Kareem in the form. Or Dame at the buzzer, Skip at the rucker. 96 Bulls, the GOAT, there's no other. Bulls and Goats get some wins, but never cover. The word gave the answer to sin. No stuff.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Plays. I'm your host, Davion, and with me, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, Eric.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
This is going to be a really weird podcast. I could feel it.
Yeah, I don't even...
Because both of our teams lost pretty important games.
I didn't want to be here last week. What makes you think I want to be here this week?
Yeah, fair enough.
So, this one's arguably hurt more. Because the game was so winnable. Anyway, you guys, we have a little bit of a cool docket for you today. I have some fun stuff that Eric has not talked about yet. I've not told him about yet, so it should be really funny when it's brought up because I think he's going to laugh. But however, we are going to obviously go over the games. We have about 5 to 6 that we want to go over. We will do the fun thing that we want to talk about, and then we will do our pick'ems and call it a podcast. Anything else in the mix of those things?
You asking me? Is that
That was an ask, yeah.
Okay. No, that sounds like a great lineup. Let's do it.
All right, sounds like a plan, but don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you do in your favorite places that you listen to podcasts. Thank you so much. We appreciate it a ton. And we will kick things off with the first thing first. Brandon Staley's gone!
Yes. Chargers
fans,
fired
rejoice!
Brandon Staley. This has been coming for what feels like a long time now.
He flied commercial home!
Yeah.
I don't think that really happened, but he flied commercial home. He didn't even get on the team plane. He was fired in the tunnel.
The Raiders averaged 31.5 points over the last 2 weeks. And keep in mind, they didn't score any points in week 14. So that should be enough said.
Crazy.
I mean, this has been a long time coming with Brandon Staley. It kind of felt like he wasn't going to make it to the end of the season. It felt like he might make it to the end of the season. It didn't feel like he was going to make it to week 1 next season, you know?
For sure. And with the injury to Justin Herbert, that was just the icing on the cake. It was time for him to go. And these Raiders went out and dogged these boys, bro. They went out and dogged them. 63-21 was the final score.
Which was scoregami, by the way.
It was scoregami, yes. This was twice in one season where we almost had a new NFL record. Because the NFL record for points scored in a game is 72?
72.
Yes. Okay. So 72, and we had 70 and 63 so far this season. And funny enough, only AFC West teams have been on the receiving end of that.
The AFC West is the most hit or miss division in football. They really are.
It's like the Chiefs and then a bunch of people that could either win a game at any point or lose a game at any point by a crap ton of points. You never know what you're going to get.
It's true.
Yeah. I have nothing else to say about this game. Raiders came out. I will say picking up Trey Tucker in my fantasy league in the BTB for future, I think is going to be a very good asset moving forward. He's solid. Because I don't think Vontae is going to be on the team next season.
Yeah. So, are we beginning to think that and by my I mean Dan Orlovsky's sources are accurate?
You're talking about Belichick? I absolutely believe
Belichick to LA makes a lot of sense.
It makes too much sense now. Makes too much sense, man.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect situation for him. Justin Herbert, pretty solid defense. You can bring in some good people. It'd be solid. I think it would work well for him. I have nothing else to say about this game, though. I really don't.
No.
Chargers, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're down to 3 coaches now who have been fired mid-season. Frank Reich, Josh McDaniels, and Brandon Staley.
Yep. All right.
It seems like Belichick is on his way out.
True.
Is there any others that we expect?
Like
maybe Eberflus?
Maybe, but I don't know, man. They've been playing really
Still
well
maybe Vrabel?
End of season. Vrabel probably. I hate to say it. He does not look like he's having fun anymore. He doesn't. He looks like he's been told he's not gonna be the head coach next season.
Yeah, Rivera maybe.
For sure Rivera should get fired. Sorry. No. I love Ron Rivera as much as the next guy, but brother has not put together a winning season since being here. By the way.
Yeah. I don't really see anybody else. Because even like the losing teams have an excuse for the most part.
I could tell you that I believe that the Eagles offensive and defensive coordinators are getting fired this offseason.
I think that it's decently likely.
Nick Sirianni probably stays, but I'm pretty sure the coordinators are gone.
Yeah.
So
Didn't they kind of like ghost fire their DC this week?
yeah, Desai got put in the booth. Matt Patricia was calling plays this week, and he did a pretty good job, I have to say.
Yeah, not bad.
20 points, just saying. I will say it's not the defense's fault we lost that football game. That's all I'm gonna say.
for sure.
That's all I'm gonna say.
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this game is bleh. I don't see any other coaches really getting fired. I think the Texans were contention for a bridge year, but then D'Amico Ryans popped off.
No way Sala goes.
No way. Especially after
No
all
way.
the
No,
injuries.
yeah. No way Dable goes.
Mm-mm.
I don't. If the Bucks actually win the South, I don't see Bulls going.
No, but I could still see them replacing him even if they win, but you never know.
Yeah, it's a hard maybe.
Yeah.
Um.
I can't really see any other ones.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell, not really.
I can see who's the Falcons head coach?
Arthur Smith.
I could see that.
I
But
don't
like,
know. It feels like they're gonna stick to Arthur Smith.
yeah, I don't think he will, but it definitely could be.
The Steelers would be fools to do this, but Mike
could
Tomlin
see
maybe. I could see it.
I can give you a direct quote from a Steelers fan. Messaged me after the game, after the Eagles game, because we were talking about PA thriving, and now we're both on skids, so not gonna worry about it. He said, "I love Coach T. He gets the best out of his players. With that being said, I am ready for a new staff. If we don't hire a Shanahan coach tree as offensive coordinator, I want one as a head coach. Getting players to play better in today's NFL isn't near as impactful as getting your scheme to make it easier for your players." Not calling for
Fair
anyone's
enough.
job in Pittsburgh, just want Coach T to live up to his speeches like adapt or die, and he hasn't adapted in 4 seasons to what the league is trending to.
Yeah,
Which is not false, but he also has never had a losing season in his life, so
it's fair. Yeah,
it ain't broke, you know?
fair enough.
All right, let's talk a little
All right,
Bears-Browns. I really like this Midwest matchup, Chicago versus Cleveland. Yeah, this game was wildly entertaining for absolutely no reason. Didn't expect it to be as entertaining as it was. Bears were playing phenomenal. They choked a 17-7 lead. Sounds familiar. Damn. Losing
Yeah, I was
20 to
gonna say.
17. And the Bears did have a chance at the end of the game. They threw a Hail Mary, got popped up a little, landed in Mooney's lap on the ground, and he dropped it.
Yeah,
It literally was in his arms, popped out. They would have won the game off of that. Would have been insane. Would have been a big win for the Bears, actually keeping them in playoff contention. They're still not mathematically eliminated, but instead of being 5-9, you'd be 6-8, and you'd be like
you'd be one of the
10 or
first
11.
teams out.
10 or 11 right now.
Yeah, you'd be one of the first teams out.
You'd be a game
Yeah,
behind
see.
and literally every wild card team after that is 7-7, not named the Eagles. So you're right there in the contention. So it's a tough L. I think that they actually could have won this game, and I thought I was going to get a crazy pick 'em for this one. I'm not going to lie, because I definitely threw a wild card in there.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I can see the Bears winning this game. And if
Would've been
Mooney,
nuts.
Mooney, man, Mooney, bro, Mooney, man, come on. But anyway,
huge win for the Browns, specifically with Joe Flacco. Have you seen his contract? They officially signed him to a
yes,
year.
they were like, stay, we got you, bro. You just
So
cooked
they
us.
signed him to like a base salary, and they're like, yeah, every time you win, we'll give you a little bit more money. So I think Joe Flacco made an extra like $50K
We love that.
winning that game. So
You know what's
Good
even
for him.
crazier is they're 9-5. They're a wild card team because the Ravens are so good. They are tied in record with the Chiefs and have a better record than the Jags. Does not feel like they should be here, but they are. I'm gonna give
it
them
doesn't.
props.
Like the Browns are kind of like that team that you really have to double take at their record. They're like, really, they're that good?
Yeah, they're 9-5, man.
Yeah.
And they're winning these games on the back of a lot of good defensive plays. Now they're gonna go play the Texans this week, who get that's like arguably a most important game of the Texans season now. Even though I think they just won in Tennessee in crazy fashion too. So like this becomes really important because now if you win this game, that's a tiebreaker you have over the team, and you tie their record, which means you will leapfrog them in the wild card.
The most important game that the Texans will play is probably going to be Week 18
That
because we are now sitting in a position where 3 teams in the AFC South are all 8-6,
correct.
and any of those teams can win the South. except for the Titans, obviously, who are now mathematically eliminated.
Correct.
But yeah, any three of those teams can win the South. And we might even see a position where one of those teams wins the South and the other two are out of the playoffs. It's very possible.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Jags, Colts, Texans are all 8-6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who do they play week 17? Texans play Titans.
They play the Titans again, yeah.
Again?
On New Year's Eve.
In Houston. That's good.
In Houston.
The Jags play the Panthers. That should be a freebie. And who do the Colts play?
Colts play...
Raiders. That's not a freebie anymore.
They play the Falcons this week. They play the Raiders next week. They play the Texans.
So that Texans-Colts game is really important. Week 18, you're right. Yeah, but I'm telling you, honestly, all your games at this point are important. It's 2 divisional games and a Browns game. Beating the Browns would mean you literally would tie them in record, leapfrog over them in the standings because you have their tiebreaker. So you would guarantee go above them. That's huge. It's huge for you.
We could potentially see the Texans-Colts get slid into Sunday Night Football, too, on that week.
I wouldn't be mad about it either.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
The only other game I could see getting flexed would be Ravens-Dolphins.
I'm talking week 18.
Oh, you're talking week 18. I'm sorry. You said...
Because week 18, they always got to pick one Sunday Night Football game at the last week, and it's usually the most important game.
Yeah, Texans-Colts.
So it could be Texans-Colts. It could be Bills-Dolphins.
It could be Bills-Dolphins, depending on how the rest of these games go, because the Cowboys do play the Dolphins, and that's a winnable game for the Cowboys.
It could be Falcons-Saints, maybe.
Maybe. Probably, I'm looking at the matchups. Probably not Bears-Packers. Probably not Cowboys-Commanders. Definitely not Broncos-Raiders. No Jags-Titans. The Titans are out. I could see maybe, Texans-Colts, Bills-Dolphins for sure are contention. The other ones are kind of like meh. Falcons-Saints could be.
Yeah. Vikings-Lions, maybe.
Steelers-Ravens, maybe, depending on how the rest of this shakes out. I highly doubt it, but that's it. Those are the only ones I really could see. Browns-Bengals actually could be crazy.
Browns-Bengals actually could be pretty important, too.
Yeah, so there's a couple games. We'll just have to gotta wait to get there.
Yep.
Gotta wait to get there, man. We love the contention with these games. So it's really fun to see those pop off. But yeah, I mean, dude, just wanted the Bears to win that game. All right, let's move right along. Talk to me. Let it out. 42-17. Let it out.
The Broncos didn't play well. I didn't even realize that there's a ton of connections to this game with the Broncos and the Lions. So did you know that heading into this game, the Lions had beaten the Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders? And heading into this game, the Broncos had beaten the Vikings, Bears, and Packers. So this was to sweep the division for either team. Dan Campbell, the head coach in Detroit, do you know his position before he was the head coach in Detroit?
Was he a defensive coordinator for the Broncos or something?
No, he was the assistant head coach in New Orleans.
Oh, well.
You remember who else was in New Orleans, though?
Sean Payton.
Was Sean Payton.
Ah, interesting.
So, Dan Campbell, I read this full article history on him, right? He was a tight end. Who played for
he played tight end.
Yeah, he was a tight end who played for 8 years in the NFL. He played his last few seasons in New Orleans with Sean Payton. Or no, it was in Dallas with Sean Payton when Sean Payton was the OC in Dallas.
That's interesting.
Something like that. And then Dan Campbell got his first coaching job in New Orleans with Sean Payton. Eventually got a job coaching in Miami and was the interim head coach after somebody got fired. I think it was when Adam Gase got fired in Miami.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. And then Sean Payton hired him back as the tight ends coach and assistant head coach, where he was there for 5 years, and then he got the head coaching job in Detroit.
Interesting. What a treat.
So a lot of weird, interesting connections between these two games for sure. And the Broncos just straight up did not perform. I mean, 0-0 coming out of the first quarter and 21-0 heading into halftime. The Broncos they got beat. And this was a game that we said the Broncos need to win and was their most losable game for the rest of the season. I mean, Jared Goff threw 5 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs had 1 more on the ground. Sam Laporta, gotta love those exciting whites.
Gotta love the exciting whites.
Yeah. It was just a tough day for the
No
Broncos.
one's gonna understand.
Nobody's gonna get that joke, but it's funny to us. Samuel Laporta might be the exciting
He
white.
is the exciting white. Usually tight ends don't do great their rookie year. Here we are.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, the Lions honestly showed up, played better. The Broncos just got their ass beat. And I don't feel like it was like one particular person's fault or one particular group's fault or anything like that. There was that weird little exchange where the refs clearly did not want the Broncos to score. But, I mean, ref ball's been a theme all season. With these calls and with these non-calls and with the power of social media, refs are horrible at their jobs. But yeah, Broncos are now dropped to 7-7. Best case scenario, they're 10-7, which might not be good enough to make the playoffs. The way the AFC is starting to shake out, but they do have 3 pretty winnable games. To be fair, they have the Patriots on Sunday Night Football on Christmas Eve, and then they are at home against the LA Chargers, and then they're in Vegas to close out the year. So the Broncos, realistically, I think can go 10-7 because all 3 of those games are pretty winnable. They're playing 3 teams that have losing records. So if the Broncos win those games, we might make like a sneaky little wild card. Depending on who we play, I think the Broncos are most likely to not win their playoff game, but hey, we'll take making the playoffs. If we go 2-1 in these last 3 weeks, we guarantee a 500 season, which we haven't had since 2016. So, dub, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's solid. So I read something very interesting just now because I was curious because I noticed that the Lions, the Eagles, and Cowboys are all 10-4.
Yes.
Did you know that if the Lions win out their season, they actually would be the 2 seed? Do you want to hear why?
Yeah, what's the head-to-head over Dallas and
They beat Dallas. If
Philly.
In this scenario, they would beat Dallas. They would have the head-to-head, but they would also have a better record than them, right? If Philly wins out, we automatically skip head-to-head. We never played. Conference record would be tied at 9-3 apiece. It would go to like opponents, which we are 4-2 right now because we lost to the Seahawks and we lost 1 game to the Cowboys. So
But the Lions beat the Seahawks.
The Lions also lost to the Seahawks, but they would beat the Cowboys.
But they would beat the Cowboys in the scenario.
So they would have 5-1 because they get the Vikings twice, and we only got the Vikings 1 time. So that's the flip flop with that.
Interesting.
So basically,
so there's a scenario where
yes, there's a scenario where this would be the 2 seed. The best case scenario for the Eagles to get the 2 seed is basically Cowboys beat Lions, Cowboys lose Dolphins, everything's fine.
So the Cowboys lose this week and win next week.
That's a win. That's a dub. And Eagles win out. That's a dub. Dub for me. I'm content with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's likelier to happen because it is in Miami for the Cowboys, and then the Lions go to Dallas. So,
right.
So it's dub for me. That's all I'm saying. I see this. It's okay. It's okay. We lost 3 games, but you know what? We lost to 3 solid opponents in some weird situations.
Yeah.
So I will take it. The 1 seed obviously is out of question. I think the Niners have that all but locked up at this point. The Niners would have to have
mathematically
a catastrophic collapse.
but yeah, they would need. I mean, they do have a pretty tough game against the Ravens, but the rest.
Yes, but they have to lose 2 games. They only because they hold the tiebreakers over Cowboys, Eagles, and they would hold the conference tiebreaker over the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's nothing that any of us can do unless they lose 2 games. They lose 1, cool. They don't care.
Yeah, I mean, their most likely loss would be this week if they were to lose because they play the Ravens. The rest of their season is in Washington, and then home against the LA Rams.
Yeah,
so
that's tough.
Those are pretty winnable for the 49ers.
Yeah. The only game I could see being, like, honestly, Week 18 is like, oh, we have a playoff spot locked up. I don't want to have another season like last time, and then they have the Rams. But if they're playing for the 1 seed, then they're probably going to
If they're playing for the 1 seed, yeah, no way.
Yeah, but...
If to guarantee that the playoffs go through Levi's Stadium, the Niners will go all out.
Yeah, makes sense. And I officially have lost my prediction on the Eagles, by the way, with that loss. I said 14-3. You're so close. You're so
dude, in the best way possible, I think I've lost my prediction with the Broncos.
Yeah, didn't you say they were going to be worse? I said they were going to go 7-10, I think.
I said the Broncos go 10-7 actually. Weirdly enough.
I said 7-10, so they've met my expectations so far.
If they win out, wow.
Exceed
I'm a
my
wizard.
expectations. So good for them. Chiefs, I had 14-3, so yeah, that ain't happening. Dolphins, good for y'all. The 10-4. I had them 10-7. They're gonna have to lose out. Jets, to be fair, not my fault.
That's not. This is a different Jets
Bills?
team in July.
Bills, to be fair, I don't know what happened. I said 12-5. You guys are 8-6. Come on, man.
I said 11-6 if they win out.
There you go. Browns, to be fair, didn't expect it. Gonna let you have it.
Yeah. I didn't see the
Bengals,
Browns
didn't expect Joey B to get stomped. And Steelers, I did not expect you guys to have a catastrophic failure. Colts, I apologize. I didn't understand your game. Titans, I apologize. I overestimated y'all. Texans, I'm sorry. I did not understand your game. I am sorry. Damn.
That'd be a little interesting thing to keep track of. Is we'll see how many wins we mispredicted.
So
Like we'll total up. Like
Total
I
up at
said
the
the
end
Bills
of the
go
season.
11-6. Let's say they finish 10-7, so that's 1 to me.
it's like,
And we'll see who has the lower score at the end of the year.
yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be fun. Unfortunately, the Jets are going to hurt me so much.
Yeah, the Jets and the Browns are going to be devastating for me.
Dude, hey, listen, Patriots just need to win one more game.
I also said the Cowboys were going to be ass, so
I said 12-5. So hey,
yeah.
hey.
I said 8-9.
Damn, Eagles
I
is
didn't
a
think the Cowboys
guarantee
had it
one
in
right now. Wait, I kind of want to go through it now, kind of, sort of. If the Niners win out, I'm good. Seahawks, I had at 8-9. Technically, could still happen. Bears, you failed me unless you guys win out. Actually, no. Yeah, actually, yeah, no. I have you 9-8. Yeah, anyway. Vikings, I have at 8-9. Hey, you guys want to lose some football games? That'd be great. Packers, I had at 4-13. I'm gonna go jump now. Bucks, I had at 2-15. By the way.
I had the Bucks going 3-14. If it makes you feel better,
That's one extra point you get over me.
potentially.
Dude, I had the Panthers at 8-9.
I also had the Panthers at 8-9. Actually,
Oh man, that win this week then was huge.
oh yeah, that's huge for both of us.
Falcons at 5-12. I mean, they've won 6 games, so good for them. Rams at 6-11. I mean, they're 7-7, so that's unfortunate. Cardinals, I had not winning a football game. They've won 3. Yeah, there's some rough ones in here. But then there's some like good ones. Like I had the Lions at 11-6. Low key, pretty honestly could happen. Cause do they beat the Vikings twice and the Cowboys? They gotta win 2 out of those 3 for my prediction not to come true. 11-6 feels pretty good, and it still locks them at the 3 seed. That's kind of crazy, actually. Wait, I got their conference record perfect. 9-3. Wait, is that doable? That's crazy, actually.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought? Anyway, all right.
Okay, what else is on tap?
What's the next game? Fuck. You know what? You know what's a good idea, Eric? Let's just.
What's a good idea?
Hey, when you have the ball with like, let's say 8 minutes left in the ball game, you have 3 timeouts, and your opponent has 1 timeout, and you have been averaging about 4 yards per carry this game. What's your game plan?
Run the ball.
It's a crazy freaking concept, am I right? Mm-hmm. God, it's like, and then, oh my God. To be fair though, hey, listen, I say this every week. I don't blame the refs. They blatantly missed a PI on Quez Watkins on the first Jalen Hurts interception. They called it for DK earlier in the quarter and then didn't call it for Quez. So, it was exact same play. Arguably worse. So, I digress. The offense needs to be better. I know Jalen Hurts was under the weather. It was really hard for him to play, but throwing that interception at the end of the game was just not smart. He had the under. A.J. Brown was probably his number 1 target, so he just went with the 50-50 ball. To be fair, though, if Love doesn't make an insane play on the ball, that might be an A.J. Brown catch. So just so we all are aware, because he made a crazy play on the ball. Let's just call it what it is. It was a great play. Drew Lock.
Hey, by the way, that's former Denver Broncos quarterback Drew Lock, right?
That's why I paused. I knew you were going to say it. Drew Lock, man. Hey,
I didn't get to mention this earlier, so I'm just going to slide this in right now. By the way, Joe Flacco. That's former Denver Broncos quarterback Joe Flacco.
dude, how many former Denver Broncos quarterbacks are we going to talk
You'd
about?
be
that are
surprised.
winning games, man.
You would be surprised.
Bro.
None of them are Russell Wilson.
That's funny, actually. But yeah,
I feel like
man.
there was one more, actually. There was Drew Lock. There was Joe Flacco. Somebody else won a game or was playing this week. That like started for the Broncos at one point.
Joe
And it's
Flacco.
gonna bug the shit out of me.
I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Hold on, I gotta go look at my boy Brandon Perna. Shout out to Brandon Perna, by the way.
I don't even know who that is.
He's hilarious. He does like a general football YouTube channel, but he also does like a Broncos YouTube channel. So I follow him for his Broncos stuff.
Valid.
He's hilarious.
Who did the
He
Patriots?
tweeted this.
Who did the Patriots start? Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi. He's been there his whole career.
Chiefs, obviously. Mahomes, Texans did not have. Did they start Davis Mills? Or did they start Case Keenum?
That's who it was. Case Keenum started for Houston this week.
There you go.
That's former Denver Broncos quarterback Case Keenum.
There you go. There it is. There it is. That's former conference champion appearance with the Vikings, Case Keenum. Got smacked by the Eagles, but
You want to know what else is crazy? You know who else played? Was Trevor Siemian. They benched Zach Wilson for him in the middle of the game.
that's hilarious. That's what is that?
We had
Also
five
former Denver
Broncos. We had five. Yeah, that's former Denver Broncos quarterback Trevor Siemian. We had 5 quarterbacks playing this week who at some point were in a Broncos jersey.
That's insane, bro. That's insane. I love it.
We should do a day. See how many Broncos quarterbacks I can remember from since Peyton Manning.
True. I can see it.
How many can I remember off the top of my head? Probably not very many. How many are there? Probably a lot.
Psych, that's a surprise game show. How many Broncos quarterbacks since Peyton? It's actually not it.
Kendall Hinton is the only answer that anybody
True.
will ever need. He's my trivia question.
He is a
answer.
good trivia question. He's a good trivia answer. Name a former Denver Broncos quarterback.
Kendall Hinton.
Kendall Hinton.
That nobody
It's
else.
like,
Yeah.
What?
You get a point if nobody else writes the same answer as you. I'm writing Kendall Hinton.
And then when they look him up and they're like, no, and then you'd be like, yes, he played emergency
Yes.
quarterback one game.
I
One
was
game.
there
One game.
because Drew Lock gave Jeff Driscoll and
man. The entire QB room had COVID.
it was somebody else. Oh, it was Brett Rippon at the time. Yeah,
That's right.
gave the whole damn QB room. God, what
Yeah.
what an exciting white QB room.
Honestly. So my only thing with the Eagles is if you're going to lose games, I'm not mad at the teams you lost the games to. I'm mad with the fashion that you've been losing the games. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, winning in Seattle is hard. Winning in Seattle without your starting linebacker, your starting cornerback, and your quarterback. I said cornerback. I hope I got that across. And your quarterback is sick and probably at like 70%. It's tough. We still could get the 2 seed. You know, I am going to agree with someone that I never thought I would ever agree with in my life. Did you happen to see Colin Cowherd say what he said today?
Colin Cowherd says a lot of things. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
So he was talking about the Eagles, and he said, if you're Eagles fans, calm down. And I was like, okay, I'm following, right? He got me in. What do you got to say? So if we get into this 2 seed, he said, I'm taking you guys to probably beat the Vikings at home. I'm probably taking you to beat the Rams at home, the Seahawks at home, the Saints at home, the Falcons at home, the Packers at home. And I'm like, yeah, spit. Say it again. He's right. I would take all of those teams to win. Even if we have to go on the road and beat the Buccaneers, I would probably take us to win that game, right? So we went out. There's a strong chance we just get the 2 seed as long as the Cowboys beat the Lions, right? Or the Lions lose any game. You just have to lose a game, right? So that would mean that we would host a Lions game. And honestly, who would you take in a game Eagles-Lions out in Philadelphia, in Lincoln?
in the link, Philly.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, when we go to San Francisco, that's tough.
The Eagles win most matchups in the NFC playoff picture. I think they would lose in San Francisco, and I think they lose in Dallas. in Dallas.
I agree. I think we would lose in Dallas. I think we could lose in Dallas. I think we could win in Dallas too. I think that's more of a competitive game. Niners, I feel like we suck. Unless our entire team decides to just pop off that one game and they're like, oh, we're in sunny San Francisco, let's win a football game, I'll cry. I'll obviously pick them to win because why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? I'm not picking the Niners over us. However, it's like, I recognize that we're not the better team right now. It's just how it is. It's realism. I think we're better than the Lions. I think we're a better constructed team than the Cowboys when healthy. However, I feel like that's more of a coin flip depending on where you play the game. So, yeah, thank you, Colin, for giving me mental hope. Didn't think I'd say that in my life.
Thank you, Colin Cowherd. What a weird sentence to say.
Never thought I'd ever say that in my life. All right, I've talked all I want to. Ace, Drew Lock, though, I applaud it. Dude, JSN won me a fantasy game.
Listen, man.
It is what it is, bro. It is. You move on. You get Giants, Cardinals, Giants. 2 of those are at home.
Of all the people that I follow up with, by the way, that's former Denver Broncos quarterback X. Drew Lock is one of my favorites for sure because he's the most what-if quarterback we've ever had. Because
did you see what happened when he had receivers, bro? He was cooking.
Exactly.
On us.
What if
we didn't have Darius
our
Slay,
receivers never got ripped to shreds? What if Pat
Also,
Shermer wasn't our offensive coordinator when he was there? And what if they never benched him for former Denver Broncos quarterback Teddy Bridgewater?
Jump off of a cliff.
And Drew Lock actually got the chance to play.
Internet with me. That's crazy. My internet DC'd for if you didn't notice.
Okay. I was just talking about how if the Broncos never benched Drew Lock for Teddy Bridgewater, who knows where we might be right now.
Honestly, you guys might be winning. Drew Lock's not bad. He's better than I expected.
He's definitely one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league, I think.
I would also say, though, if Darius Slay played in this game, we win. Because Darius Slay for sure gets the interception where Bradbury dropped the interception.
Speaking of DBs not playing in this game, did you see this situation with Jamal Adams?
No, what's going on with him?
He was a healthy scratch for whatever reason.
Oh, didn't a bunch of Seahawks dudes get suspended or something today?
Yes, or no, it was a couple Colts did.
It was Colts. My bad.
That was it was one of which was former Denver Broncos wide receiver Isaiah McKenzie.
I can't stand you.
I love Isaiah McKenzie, dude. No, he was our punt returner, and I loved Isaiah McKenzie when he was in Denver. Either way. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, so he was
Jamal
a healthy
Adams
scratch?
Was a healthy scratch. You know what Jamal Adams did about it?
What?
He stayed home. He was not at the game.
I'm not mad at him. But something has to be going on. It seems like
you want to know who his replacement was?
Love.
Was Love, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who got 2 interceptions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian Love used to play for the Giants, didn't he?
I don't know. I never heard the name Julian Love before.
That guy just sounds familiar. Like, I just know he played in. I swear to God, we had to play this guy twice a year.
He played for the Giants.
My brain, NFC East, bro. It's because he played in the NFC East. I remember him playing this guy twice.
That's former NFC East cornerback Julian Love.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about him, though?
He played for the Giants for 3 years.
He was
a 4th-round
not,
pick out of Notre Dame.
This was tactical. Wait, this was tactical from the Seahawks. They knew. You know what's even crazier? We still haven't beat the fucking Seahawks in like years, man. What the hell is Pete Carroll? Go drop, bro. Go take up retirement. I'm tired of looking at your face. Drew Lock, Russell Wilson, horsecock, doesn't matter. Fucking Seahawks over Eagles. I've never. Anyway, moving right along. I've gotten it all out, I think. All right, let's move right along. Twitter this week has been entertaining. Eric, I know you know what I'm about to say.
Who was it? Was it Rashad Mendenhall?
Yes. You as a white man, me as a black man. We have to talk about it. The all whites versus the all blacks. Who's winning the game?
So what was your immediate reaction to reading that?
Who the fuck is guarding Tyreek Hill?
My immediate reaction was, I thought of the Dave Chappelle bit. That was my immediate
With the
reaction.
first pick, the Black selects.
Yeah, Tiger Woods. Yeah. Follow-up question: who gets Patty Mahomes?
Oh yeah, you're right. The Blacks, right?
I don't know. That's genuinely a
You
difference.
guys have Aaron Rodgers or Josh Allen. It's fine. You can let us have Mahomes.
Listen, okay.
He looks more black than white. It's fine.
People who are saying this is a game are white people. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Yes, I have. It's quite funny though because I genuinely think, like, if it's Patrick Mahomes throwing the football, no one is guarding Tyreek Hill. You literally have to have Reed Blankenship and Harrison Smith at safety.
Listen, like, if you put every good white NFL player on one team, they could probably beat every other NFL team.
Agreed. Yeah, that team's crack.
But we're talking like Pro Bowl All-Star teams. You know, like, yeah, Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league.
Easily. No contest.
But,
What are
like,
you guys' receivers? What, like Thielen? And I'm missing a really important white guy. Cooper Kupp.
yeah, it would be Cooper Kupp.
Dude,
I thought
no,
like,
you guys are running
Hunter
tight end
Renfrow.
sets all day. You guys are running tight end sets all day because what? You guys get
It's
Ferguson.
true.
You get
We get Jake Ferguson. We get Hunter Henry. We get Dawson Knox. We
Sam
get Dallas
Laporta.
Goedert. We get Mark Andrews.
Sam Laporta.
Yeah. We could honestly make an entire team out of tight ends.
Honestly, your tight end room is lit. Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
Freaking
I don't know how we didn't say that.
George Kittle?
Yeah.
That's just,
Our tight end, yeah.
tight end room's crazy. No, you guys aren't
We're
running receiver sets. You guys are running tight end sets. There's no receivers on your team. It's Cooper Kupp and then a lineup on a bunch of receivers.
I think I've decided we're running the triple option. That's our
With a bunch of white guys?
with a bunch of white guys. If one of those white guys is Christian McCaffrey, yes, give the ball to Christian McCaffrey and have 9 dudes block for him.
McCaffrey, Allen, and then Purdy is your rotator.
Listen,
You guys get Kyle Juszczyk though, so that's a good triple option candidate to block. He's a good one.
this might come down to scheme. The more I think about this, like,
Honestly, I have a really honest question. Who the
all
fuck
whites
is guarding AJ Brown,
No
CeeDee
one.
Lamb,
No one.
Tyreek Hill,
Zero
Stephon
people.
Diggs?
No one.
We are
here's
we are
the thing,
always
is-
scoring. There's no way we come away without a score. The only reason that you guys don't score is if you guys punish our offensive line because the D line is stacked.
Okay. Listen, though, the final score of this game is going to be like 42-35.
Correct.
And the all whites are going to have like 58 minutes of time of possession.
Wait, hold on, we have to think about this. We're always going for 2. We don't have name a black kicker.
That's a good point, actually. We got field goals.
You do have field goals because you got the best kickers. Literally,
No, you're gonna run 7 offensive plays. You're gonna score 7 touchdowns.
we're gonna miss every.
We're gonna
extra
run
point.
80 offensive plays and score like probably like 5 or 6.
Black.
Like,
Yo,
listen,
Can we sign destroying off the street? Is he allowed? Is he allowed on the team?
What do you think Marquette King is doing right now?
Yeah. There he is, Marquette King. We could use him. He was a punter, right? Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. He was in the XFL. Oh, he is currently in the XFL. He's on the Arlington Renegades. Or the St. Louis Battle. I don't know. He's on an XFL team for sure. That's hilarious.
Anyway, the memes have been great.
Now I need black NFL kickers.
This is
What's the
my favorite one of all time though that I saw was a black person had tweeted, "Whoa, we get Max Crosby though, right?" And I could see it. I could see it.
Holy shit. It's so funny. But yeah, no, the D-line is insane because you get TJ Watt, you get both Bosas, you get Max Crosby. That alone is terrifying.
I'm telling you, we got a bunch of like hardworking, gritty ass linebackers too.
Yeah, the guys that know how to play the game right.
Exactly. We got a bunch of cerebral players. We got your Alex Singletons.
He might actually start start on that team. Alex Singleton's a menace,
would.
bro. He's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
I'm salty that we are having middle linebacker issues, and we were like, hey, we could bring in this guy for like $1 million a season. Oh, nope. Howie, dumbass.
Listen, okay, here I think our defensive game plan is to run quarters all game with 4 safeties.
Dude, we're gonna give
Don't
you
even
guys
bother
slants.
manning up the wide receivers. Try to cover everything underneath with your linebackers, and then hope your pass rush is good enough.
Dude, I'm hearing slants, curls, AJ Brown ins. Oh god, CD Lamb ins and outs. Oh no.
But like, what are we gonna do to stop that? If we have somebody in your face?
My favorite part is
Somebody
what the
80
hell?
yards
What
deep.
happens
It
when we
doesn't
go to
matter.
the goal line? Can we still line up Julio Jones? He's 6'5". About to throw. Who's our running backs? Oh, we have Derrick Henry. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We have all the power guys.
No, yeah, running backs is you guys definitely have quantity, but we have quality.
You have
which
exactly
is weird because
one quality running back.
yeah,
I can't
it's
name
weird
another
because
one. Who's another white running back in the league? I can't think.
my dumbass was like, "Who was that guy who played for the Panthers a few years ago?" It was Christian McCaffrey.
Why did I look up? I googled white running backs. Why is Mark Ingram on this list?
He's not a
He
white
is
man.
very black. You guys get Rex Burkhead?
Is he still in the league?
No. Dude, it's funny because 2 of them play for the Niners. It's Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk.
Kyle Juszczyk is literally a fullback.
Wait. Here's the better question. Who gets Austin Eckler? Do we just leave them out? Do we just leave Mahomes sitting at home and then we get like, Hurts and Lamar Jackson and we're fine?
Wait, Tyler Algier is white? Or is he
No
mixed?
fucking way. No, he is black as shit.
He's number 11 on this list.
He is black. He is very black.
I was gonna say, they're saying James Conner is on here too.
Also very black. They're stretching. I mean, you could go. What's Andy Janovich doing around this time of year?
My boy Jano. That's
could
former
get
Denver
Patrick
Broncos
Picard.
fullback Andy Janovich.
Patrick
by the way.
Ricard. He's
Yeah,
white.
we got a shit ton
Well, you
of.
got
We're
Derek
killing it in the
Watt. You're
fullback
good at
department.
fullback.
When was the last black man you knew to play fullback?
Exactly. James Conner, Michael Burton. Who's Michael Burton? Philip Lindsay? I don't know, man. His hair is giving black. Sorry. Dude, I literally cannot find another white guy that played running back. This is all just fullbacks and tight ends. That's insane.
You got a bunch in like the history of the league, but if we go to the history of the league,
Do you want us to have Walter fucking Payton?
We lose. You get Adrian Peterson, Emmett Smith. Yeah, that's ball game. But like, I'm not gonna complain if we get like one all-timer all-star.
You're telling me
team.
that if we went all time, I get prime Julio Jones in this situation, Randy Moss.
You get one all-timer.
To be fair though,
To add
you
your
get
team.
Tom Brady or Peyton Manning.
I don't know if we would spend all that resource. You get one.
That's true.
We're gonna spend it on a quarterback when we have
Plenty.
Sure,
A bountiful.
plenty. We have plenty. We have a healthy bounty. We would have to take. I mean, if
You
we
need a
really want to
cornerback.
compensate, we need a cornerback.
Name a white cornerback that's keeping up with the guys.
I saw this stat when this whole thing was coming up. Is the last white cornerback to start a game was 2002.
That's hilarious. I was watching. I think it was I think it was RG3 was commenting and making the whites like team.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can make a squad. And he literally was like, front seven stacked. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna put Harrison Smith. Reed Blankenship has to play. He's doing a good job. Corner, yeah, we're fucked. So we're gonna put.
I'm saying you gotta play. You
I was
gotta play
crying.
four safeties and play quarters.
They
That's
were literally.
the only way.
He was talking about putting receivers at corner. He was like, whatever big receivers we got, they're going to corner. I don't even know any other white receivers in the league. Dude, I know
Cooper
white
Kupp.
receivers.
Hunter Renfro.
Keenan Allen is not white. Randall Cobb is not white. DeAndre Hopkins is far from white. These are all black men. This is a list of black guys.
Thielen.
It's like literally
Justin Watson.
It's like
Dude,
Thielen,
Braxton
Kupp,
Berrios.
Hunter Renfro. Oh, Justin Watson's white.
Scotty Miller.
Oh, he's like beat Braxton Berrios, Alec Pierce, Scotty Miller. I forgot about Scotty. Kyle Phillips.
Andy Isabella.
This isn't so bad. Oh, Andy Isabella. That's not bad. That's not bad. Hold on. There's some solid guys here. This guy's name is Dylan Stoner. Some okay guys here.
Listen, if you get Max Crosby, I think we should get one dude.
You guys get one questionable.
No, not questionable. We're just
You can get like
we're taking one.
Keenan Allen. That would help you guys. He's like
Chris
he's like-
Collinsworth. Put him in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's over. I don't know how you guys guard anybody.
Oh, prime Wes Welker though.
That could be helpful. He'd actually be solid pickup. Dude, I just realized if you go all time, you could get Gronk.
Yeah, we could get Steve Largent. We could get.
I honestly would spend our points just our one retro player. I literally, because we're set. Like, I don't think there's a position, because we can put corners. We can have like Ramsey, Slay, Diggs, safeties.
Hold on, there's a couple of
Who plays safety?
winners here,
Actually-
dude. Like, remember fucking Jordy Nelson,
Oh wait, that's a legend. It's a legend.
right?
Wait, what's the guy who caught the tip pass? Stokely. He's white.
Yeah, Stokely.
He's white.
Julian Edelman.
A goat. Come on, that's a Super Bowl MVP right there.
Julian Edelman could play nickel. Right?
Could you imagine Julian Edelman trying to guard Tyreek Hill or AJ Brown? Yeah, dude. I'm almost certain the Blacks win, but I think the Whites put up a fight.
I think it's a game.
This is our reparations.
I'm saying, dude.
I'll tell you though.
Like,
I'll tell you though.
If- if-
switching the
if the
All-Star game to
Whites
this
are
would make me
smart-
happy. I'd cry.
if the Whites are smart, no, that would be horrible. If the Whites were smart and like had the right game plan, this is a game. But if we're talking straight up skill to skill,
so
no,
wait,
we
now
lose
we
every
have to
time.
actually think, because now we have to think coaches. What do you guys get? Andy Reid?
We get whoever the fuck we want. You get Mike Tomlin.
That's hilariously fucked up, but you're right.
Tell me I'm wrong. Like, what if we want to go all timers? You can have like Tony Dungy.
Yeah, we're getting Mike Tomlin, and we're liking it.
Yeah. We get whoever we want, and you get Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah,
be
that
fair,
hurts a
there's
little
ton
bit.
of-
Not gonna lie.
There's a ton of solid black assistants though. Like you get like Eric Bieniemy, you get like Brian Flores.
Oh, we could have Todd Bowles.
You get Todd Bowles. You get D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans is solid. Actually, I think I'd rather have D'Amico Ryans than Mike Tomlin because of scheme.
Well, even like you could just have your coordinators, right?
True.
If you get the right coordinators, you're in a good spot.
True.
What is Robert Saleh? He's Middle Eastern.
Isn't he Middle
isn't he?
Eastern?
Yeah. These guys sit at home.
Sorry, buddy. You're on your couch for this one.
Yeah.
Dude, Salah's only 44.
I mean, I already know who I want as my quarterback or as my coach because if there's one dude in the history of this league that can coach white dudes, it's Bill Belichick.
That's valid. That's
So-
if he's gonna coach some white guys to a win, give me Belly.
It's Bill. Yeah, give me Bill.
Andy Reid, offensive
Give-
coordinator
give me-
though.
Yeah, give me Emperor Bill for sure.
You're making some points. Andy Reid has to be on the staff, especially since you have Kelsey. Both Kelsey. Your guys' O-line is crazy though. You get Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey. That's all
I think
can
both
of, but-
O-lines
Oh,
honestly
Zach
go-
Martin.
Yeah, I think both O lines kind of go hard because we get like Jason Kelsey and Zach Martin, and you get like
Trent Williams.
Trent Williams, and
We get Penei Sewell. He's okay, right?
he's Pacific Islander.
Well, sorry, Sewell. You got to sit at home, brother.
Yeah. Because I know the Sewells. Yeah, they're all from Utah, but I believe their heritage is
That
from like
makes sense.
Pacific Islander.
Yeah, I looked him up. He definitely looks like he's Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you know that
we had to
Noah
talk
Sewell
about this.
plays in the
Had to.
NFL too? His younger brother.
Noah Sewell. Yeah, he plays for the
Yeah.
Bears?
Bears, I think. He's a linebacker, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted the Eagles to draft him because he's a linebacker.
Yeah, 'cause he was a linebacker at Oregon.
We
with
could have gotten him
Bennett.
in like the 5th. And we didn't. Instead, we drafted no linebackers and have Nakobe Dean, who's been hurt all. Actually, you know what? When the hell is Nakobe Dean? No, but Nakobe Dean cannot be playing worse than what's happening right now. What's going on?
There was four Sewells. Noah's the youngest. Penne is the next youngest. The oldest was Gabe, and he played at Nevada. He was a good dude. I think he played in it wasn't the XFL. It was, what was the other one? The USFL. He played in the USFL, and I can't remember the second one's name, but he played safety. He played at Nevada, and then he transferred to Utah. And I don't think he played in the NFL. I can't remember his name. Nephi. Yeah, I remember Nephi. He played at Utah. Oh, actually, no. Nephi Sewell does play in the NFL. He's on the Saints practice squad.
Good for him.
Yeah.
So, technically, whenever Nakobe gets healthy, he can return back from. At any point, because his last game, his fourth game that he can miss on the IR was Dallas.
Jordan Mailata is
He's
from Australia.
I think he's from New Zealand.
His parents of Samoan descent.
I thought he was from.
So
I thought he was from Australia or New Zealand.
he was born and raised
He was
in
born and raised in
Australia.
Australia with parents of Samoan
Parents
descent with New
of
Zealand
descent.
citizenship. We were both right. Good for us.
Partridge in a pear tree. We get Aiden Hutchinson too. Now that looking at this.
Do you
random list
need
of-
Aiden Hutchinson? Your O-line's insane. You just rotate. Let's be real. Oh, you know what? We get Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham and Jordan Davis. We get the entire Eagles defensive line. And then guess what? We get to add back Javon Hargrave. We're just throwing the Eagles D-line out there. That D-line is stacked, by the way. This is absurd how good that D-line is. And then you probably want to go younger. So you probably go like Davis, Sweat, Reddick, Hargrave, Carter you could take. What other crazy black defensive linemen are there that I'm missing? Myles fucking Garrett? Who else am I missing?
I'm sure there's a ton.
Like, Myles Garrett's insane. Can we get Vince Wilfork? Oh, speaking of big dudes in the middle. Aaron
If you
Donald?
get, dude, Vince Wilfork in those overalls, if you get Max Crosby, we get Vince Wilfork.
Touche.
I also like how we have settled on you and me rather than if this team and this team.
Yeah,
it's us.
It's us.
Yeah.
It's me versus you. Next week, we're actually going to build the teams, and we're going to simulate the game in Madden.
Oh gosh,
I'm here for this.
I'm not opposed to this idea. Curious how it would go.
I'm doing it on stream next week. It's happening. Actually, fuck next week. It's happening Friday. I'll prep that. That's actually really easy because I don't have to create players.
Yeah, you just got to switch teams.
I just gotta. Dude, the hard part is making the cap work. Actually, no. You could just edit their contracts. Never mind. I don't want to make cap work. Just trading motherfuckers. Yeah, it'd be like Lamar, Hurts. I would put as the only two quarterbacks. I feel like we'd have to make requirements. I'm gonna do this. I want to see this game. I want to see the game. We're gonna watch the entire game. I'm not playing a single version of this game. No, you know what? We're gonna play. Me and Eric are gonna represent both teams.
You don't
have the new Madden. It's okay.
No, yeah. On behalf of all the whites out there, nobody wants to see me do that. I don't feel like I have the authority
I'm just
and the
throwing it to
power
Tyreek Hill.
to say that I represent.
Literally, the first play out the gate is just,
Yeah.
oh, Hill's down there somewhere. Pew! Just do what
It's
Tua
true.
does now.
I'm running quarters all game.
And then I'm running slants. And AJ Brown and freaking CeeDee Lamb are just gonna stiff arm everybody. Oh man! And then like even when the pocket collapses, I have Lamar. Like that's so unfair.
It's pretty nuts.
I have to play that in Madden. I have to play it one time. That team just feels so busted for no reason. But like, think of how many X factors are on that defense. Holy shit! Like the Watt, with TJ Watt plus the Bosa's alone. Oh man!
Hold on, let me look at all the X factors in Madden and see how many you have versus how many
You know
I
what?
have.
Current X factor.
Okay, Christian McCaffrey,
True. I know we get
Deebo Samuel,
Oh, we get I forgot about Debo. Oh.
George Kittle, Nick Bosa, and Fred Warner.
Oh, you guys get Joe
Those
Burrow.
are-
Forgot about him. Oh, we have
Yeah,
Jamar.
we get-
Dude, Jamar Chase hasn't even mentioned. I didn't even mention Justin Jefferson. Oh my God, the receiver. We're never running a tight end. Do we even have any black tight ends? We get Kyle Pitts. Dude, Von Miller is a X factor in the game. So is Stephon Diggs and Jamar Chase. Nick Chubb.
get-
Oh, we get Pat Surtain.
Yeah, you get Tre'Davious White and Pat Surtain.
Dude, Myles Garrett. I don't even think we pick up Mike Evans. That's how crazy this is. Levante David. Perfect. You guys have Joey Bosa. I forgot about Derwin James. Holy sh! You get Kelsey. Chris Jones. Maybe we don't just throw the entire Eagles D-line out there. DeForest Buckner. Terry McLaurin has X Factor. That's kind of crazy. Jonathan Allen. Oh, dude, I'd even say Micah Parsons. Team's busted. They spelled Jalen
Devontae
Ramsey.
Adams.
Are you looking at if you're looking at the same list I am? Jalen Ramsey's name is spelled wrong. His name is Janelle Ramsey.
That's funny.
Yeah. AJ Brown, Darius Slay. You guys have McCaffrey and Kittle. I forgot about Fred Warner. You get Bosa, Debo, Saquon Barkley, dude. Ugh, Josh Jacobs, man. You get Jair Alexander, Dexter Lawrence. Dude, you guys have Max
God damn,
Crosby,
this
Aaron
is-
Donald.
This is
you guys
an
have Cooper
interesting
Kupp.
game.
You guys have Mark Andrews. We get Lamar Jackson though. Cam Hayward.
We get like Joel Bitonio.
Dude, DK Metcalf. Dude, do you understand the amount of pure muscle mass my receiver room has just from throwing out like AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, and like DK Metcalf? Like what 5 receivers am I like how do you limit that team to 5 receivers? Like you go Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson for sure. I feel like AJ Brown is up there. I think you have to put CeeDee Lamb. And then Chase? But then I'm leaving off DK Metcalf? Fuck it, we're running 6 wide receivers. We're putting 7. I'm not running a single running back. You want to know why? Because Deebo Samuel is my running back.
Who's playing O-line?
For the
You got 3 of them?
for the
Oh, you're putting 7 on the team. I thought you meant like 7 on the field.
yeah,
I'm
dude,
like,
we only
Davion,
need
don't
3.
do that.
We only need 3 offensive linemen.
Okay, if you insist.
Yeah, Trent Williams is a man by himself. That's crazy. That receiver room is disgusting. That's unfair, man. Literally, you're just gonna have fresh legs every other down. That's all it is. You're just rotating them in and out. Ridiculous. All right. Enough about the blacks versus the whites. Let's join together and make some pick'ems. Also, if we didn't say it already, Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates, and Happy Holidays to everyone that does not celebrate Christmas. We have Christmas games coming up and some Christmas Eve games this week. We also have 4 different days of football. We play Thursday, we play Saturday, we play Sunday, and we play Monday. Let's kick
I'm
things
sorry.
off.
I got a kick out of. That's enough about the blacks and whites. By the way, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, let's bring some joy. Forget about the fighting.
Yeah, it's true. What happened to peace on Earth?
Well, the
I'll tell you what happened to peace on Earth. Rashad Mendenhall.
I was gonna say Rashad Mendenhall. All right, so the Rams are playing the Saints in LA Thursday night football. This is not as big of a stinker as we think for most Thursday games. Should be a solid one. Who we feel into this game? Both teams need
You
to
got
win.
2 teams. Yeah, both teams are 7-7. Need a win to stay alive in the playoff race.
And this is a big tiebreaker too.
yeah, overall, I think LA is the better team right now, and plus it's in LA. So yeah, give me the Rams.
I also want to take the Rams. I think the Saints are putting up fights here and there, but I don't think they're good enough to win this football game in LA. Give me LA. We got some Saturday games.
Yeah, we got a pair of games on Saturday: Bengals at Steelers and Bills at Chargers. So Bengals at Steelers,
Big AFC
an important
South
AFC North,
Up
AFC North matchup.
North.
Your
Sorry.
other South.
Wrong location. Flip the map
Your
upside
other-
down,
yeah.
and then we're there.
AFC North matchup, really important for the shakeout and the wild card picture on the AFC. I think the Steelers are kind of, they're pushing on empty right now. It kind of feels like.
Yeah, I agree.
Mason Rudolph is set to start officially.
Yeah.
They're benching Mitch Trubisky,
Yep, that's
which
a
are
good choice.
some real winners in the quarterback room for the Whites. Give me the Bengals on the
I
road.
also took the Bengals on
Jake
the
Browning's
road.
been insane.
He's been solid, and he literally yelled to the Vikings, "That's why you don't cut me."
I was about to say,
That was disrespectful.
listen, this is what my mind goes to. I'm like, Jake Browning, did he ever play for the Broncos? He did not, is the answer.
He for sure played for the Vikings, by the way. I just want to... He yelled that. It was really fire when he said that. I lost my mind a little bit. I was like, man, you did not have to be that disrespectful. But then again, stand on business, bro.
Dude, he went to Folsom High School.
He actually just didn't play on the team at all. He was on their practice squad and got cut. Or he got drafted and got cut or something. He's like, that's why you don't cut me. What a legend. We love it. Yeah, give me the Bengals. Browning's cooking, bro. He's cooking. All right. Bills at Chargers. This feels really simple to me because I don't think the Chargers are going to win the game. However, it is in LA and a coaching change. You can see them crazy, but there's no Herbert. Herbie's done for the season, right?
Yeah.
So give me Buffalo. I think Buffalo wants this win. They've been grinding these last few weeks trying to get back into the playoff picture, and they are right there, and I don't think they're stopping anytime soon.
Why can't I think of his name? Who's the OC for the Chargers? Because he was the OC in Dallas forever. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. I know him because he used to play quarterback for Boise State.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, thank you. He declined being the interim head coach because that shit's a shithole.
I don't blame him.
So I think that should say enough about LA right now. I'm going with the Bills.
That's valid. That's a way better reason than what I had. Cool. Then we go to
Yeah.
Christmas Eve Sunday. By the way, there are 2 games in LA this week. I thought that was funny.
It's true. Yeah.
So both SoFi games. Interesting. The Commanders are going into the MetLife Stadium death hole to play the Jets.
This is kind of an interesting matchup because you got 2 teams who aren't playing for anything. Both these teams are mathematically eliminated. So they're playing for pride at this point. Gosh, I really don't know who to pick here.
They're
It's like,
literally
who's
playing
the
for
lesser of
draft
2
position.
evils?
I think they're just
Exactly.
playing for
So
draft position.
I'm going to go with the Jets, I think.
I also picked the Jets. I just don't trust the Commanders.
Yeah.
Lions are traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings in an NFC North. I got my direction right this time. Showdown.
This game matters a lot for both of these teams.
Significantly.
I think the hotter team right now, even though both these teams have an extra day of rest. They both played on Saturday, so then I guess that doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with who I think is the better team and the hotter team right now, which is Detroit. So yeah, give me the Lions.
I also think Detroit's the better team. My biggest thing that I've noticed, though, is Detroit lost a couple weeks ago to Chicago. And for some reason, the Lions have not been traveling well. They seem to struggle when they have to go on the road. I want to pick the Lions. And not even for the Eagles' sake, but for general purpose sake, I really think the Vikings actually can pull off this upset. So give me Minnesota to win this.
I don't hate that pick. And to be fair, you're also 6 games back on me on our pick'ems.
Yeah.
So,
I picked Minnesota to win this initially, and then you gave me some really good reasons, but then I was like, well, they're on the road, so yeah, give me Minnesota.
okay.
I got
We
3
got
weeks to pick up
Cleveland
6 games. I
Browns.
can do it.
Cleveland Browns and Houston Texans in Houston.
CJ Stroud is still in concussion protocol as of today, Tuesday, December 19th. He's still in concussion protocol.
So it's due to be Case Keenum again?
Potentially. But Case Keenum
Is that,
did go out
is that
and kind of
former
ball.
Cleveland Browns quarterback Case Keenum? I forget what teams he's played for. I feel like he was on the
Some of this.
Browns at one point.
Dude, the Browns? He was definitely on the Vikings, the Broncos.
I remember him on the Rams, too. The
Damn.
St. Louis Rams.
That's crazy, actually.
Where's Case
He has
Keenum
played
been?
for... He played for the Cleveland Browns. He played for the Houston Texans in 2012 to 2013, then the St. Louis Rams, then the Houston Texans again, then the St. Louis/Los Angeles Rams from 2015 to 2016, the Vikings in 2017, the Broncos after that, the Redskins after that, the Browns for 2 years after that, the Bills, and now the Texans. He was a 2-star coming out of high school, by the way.
He's like one of the most prolific passers in the history of college football, too. Yeah, when he left college, I don't know if he still is, but when he left college, he was the NCAA's all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns and completions.
Well, now I got to know.
Which is your neato Case Keenum fact of the day.
Case Keenum, over a career, is still the leader. The next... Sam Hartman is the next closest. However, I don't think he can play football anymore after this season. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, shout out to Case Keenum.
Want to hear something
You know
even
what?
crazier? Bailey Zappi is the leader in single season yards.
I did know that, yeah, out of Western Kentucky.
Yeah, dude, it's literally Bailey Zappi, BJ Simons, Graham Harrell, Case Keenum at 4, tied with Joey B. Case Keenum at 6. That's kind of wild, actually.
What was the University of Houston running when Case Keenum was there? Like
4 verts, bro.
Yeah, 4 verts. Anyways, yeah, I like Case Keenum so much, I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna go with Houston.
Well, damn. I was gonna pick Houston because I think CJ Stroud's coming back. But after the Browns played the Bears, they almost lost that game, though. They should have lost that game.
But Joe Flacco, former Denver Broncos quarterback Joe Flacco,
Didn't deserve to win that football game.
No, he did not. But he did. He made 50K
I'm gonna take
off
the
it.
Texans. I'm gonna take the Texans.
Okay.
Take the Texans. I'm gonna stick with my guy here.
We got Packers. We got Panthers in Carolina.
I don't care.
Panthers aren't playing for a whole lot. Packers are playing to maybe make the playoffs.
Panthers won a game last week, though. Can we?
Yeah, they did do that, I suppose.
They did beat the Falcons.
They beat the Falcons 9-7.
Who would have thought it?
Me, actually, because we picked the
curse is
Falcons.
back on, right?
So exactly. It's like, who would have thought it?
Are we
Us,
reinstating the
exactly.
Falcons
We
Back-to-back
No.
losses. We reinstate it.
No. No, the Falcons curse is dead. The Falcons are just bad.
Okay.
It's not a curse. It's
Not a
just
curse,
that the
just
Falcons are ass.
Got it. The curse is
So,
out.
yeah, give me Green Bay.
I am also taking Green Bay. I feel like that's just the obvious choice here.
Yeah, duh.
Seahawks are traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. Seahawks, after coming off an insanely great win for them with a backup quarterback. After 4 straight L's, by the way, they were 7-3 at one point this season. I'm sorry, 6-3 at one point this season. They lost 4 straight, then 1 against the Birds. Tennessee doesn't have anything to play for. They're out of the playoffs. Potentially losing a coach, probably making moves. I think Will Levis is going to be their QB moving forward. He's solid. Just got to buff up the rest of their team. Their receivers are kind of meh, average. But give me Seattle. I think Seattle wins this game.
If Gino's not back for this game, dude, imagine for a second the quirked up white boy energy that's going to come out of the quarterbacks in this game.
Dude,
Drew Lock and Will
versus
Levis.
They just looks like 2 frat dudes playing football.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to go with the Seahawks on the road.
Yep, good pick. Colts at Falcons.
Listen, the Falcons are pretty unreliable, and the Colts are very hot, weirdly enough. Shout out to Gardner Minshew,
Hey, listen.
who should probably be the mascot pick for the All Whites. I think that's a fair
That's a
pick
fair point.
I don't think that's the wrong choice.
He could be the holder. Maybe the snap holder for the kicks.
Maybe. I could see it. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts.
I'm also picking the Colts. Come on. That just feels like the right pick.
Yep.
Jags at Bucks. Bucks coming off of an amazing win on the back of Baker Mayfield. Speaking of other wild QBs doing good things. The Jags, on the other hand, are coming off of some tough situations. And is T-Law okay?
I believe he's still going through concussion
Oh,
protocol.
I don't care about him being healthy. Is he okay?
Was T-Law okay, like in general?
Yeah, dude is not playing well recently.
I think he's injured.
You think he's injured? He's like severely injured? Do you think he should be sitting?
Well, he had that ankle injury.
Yeah.
He's in concussion protocol right now.
Yeah, true, I guess. Well, okay. All right, we'll see how he feels. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Jags on the road. I think this is kind of a toss-up game. I really do think.
Dude, I don't think if T-Law doesn't play, first off, my fantasy team's in shambles. Secondly, actually that's not true. I have Jake Browning. Anyway, give me Baker. Baker's been cooking. He's been in the kitchen, bro. I kind of want to see them in the playoffs. I'm not going to lie. And remember when we said a negative record was coming into playoffs for that team? Yeah, they're 7-7, dude. They're doing great. Go be 8-7 real quick, please. Have a 9-8 record and be the 7 seed or 4 seed. I'd be happy. I'd be content with that. Be just on par with the 6 and 7 seeds.
Okay, we got Cowboys, we got Dolphins in Miami.
If there wasn't a game happening on Christmas night, this is the game of the week. I think this game is going to be so entertaining. Genuinely,
I think so
it's
too.
going to be really fun. High explosive offense against a very high explosive defense. Cowboys had a terrible offensive showing last week against the Bills. I know that they can bounce back. However, the Cowboys do not play well on the road. At all. Give me Miami.
I'm also going to go with the Dolphins.
Honestly, it's literally just because the Cowboys don't play well on the road. That's it. That's my only reason. All right.
Okay, we got Cards, we got Bears.
This is a weird game.
I mean, Bears, I guess.
It's just a weird game. I can see Kyler Murray pulling off this win in Chicago because that's a Chicago thing to do. But give me Chicago.
Yeah, give me the Bears.
Give me the Bears. Patriots at Broncos.
Sunday night football on Christmas Eve. Santa Claus coming to town.
Imagine you guys. Oh, you guys can't get flexed at this point. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a little too late for that. Yeah, give me the Broncos.
Same. I think the Broncos are coming off a big L after having some really nice W's recently. This is a get better. This is like a get well game, right? Going 10 and if you can win out and go 10-7, I mean the Colts, Bengals, Browns kind of you might fall off. The Texans and the Browns play each other, so that helps you guys. If the Texans maybe lose that, I mean Bills have to play. Who do they play this week?
Bills play the
Chargers. You could literally root for the Chargers to pick off this team. That'd be crazy. You guys can rise in the standings. You guys for sure should pass up the Steelers this week if you guys get a win. So that's huge. Yeah, wins. Listen, going 10-7 gives you guys a fair chance to make the playoffs. I think it gives you a fair chance. So give me the Broncos.
All right. Christmas morning.
Christmas time is here.
Our present, first thing in the morning, is Raiders Chiefs, which is always a fun matchup.
This is a great present for you. We're about to see the Chiefs beat down on the Raiders, aren't we?
Probably. This is always a fun game though because like the Raiders just might. They have before.
They always do though. They always
might. Yeah. So it's a little too risky. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Okay, we got an AFC West matchup. We also have an NFC East matchup. Giants and Eagles on Christmas.
Yeah, they play at Philly. 3:30 my time.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
When do the Mavs play?
That was what I was looking up. The Mavs play at 9:30 p.m.
Are they like the last game on the slot there?
Last game. It's in Phoenix. So.
Oh, okay. Do you have Tuesday off?
Nope.
That sucks ass.
Who's staying up though?
You.
Me.
I'm in the terms of football though. Give me the Birds.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. I mean, come on. We have to break this streak. We have to show that we're a good team, right? We have to show that we've bled. We've done a lot of bleeding. Can we go and win a football game and, just a little Band-Aid. Just a little Band-Aid. Like a little princess one. Find a little pony, something, man. We need help.
Nice and pretty in pink.
Yeah. The Paul Blart Mall Cop scene where he puts that Band-Aid on? That's us. We need that. Okay?
Yeah.
That's us right now. We need that. All right. Moving on, the final game of the slot is Ravens at Niners, the game of the week, maybe the game of the season.
By far.
These is what the Super Bowl matchup
11-3 teams. It's true. If you believe the conspiracy theories, this is the Super Bowl.
As much as I hate to say it, and I understand the conspiracy theory, I think these are the two best teams in each of their respective conferences right now.
By far.
And it's like, I respect it. And if both of these teams went to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised. But I could see the Chiefs going into Baltimore and beating them. I could also see Miami going into Baltimore and beating them. Which, funny enough, we're getting
mad sus, that's for sure.
So, yeah, it's definitely mad sus.
I think right now my gut tells me to go with the Niners, but this is a toss-up.
I think the Niners are the better football team. The overall better football team. I have a little bit of copium right now. I need the Ravens to win a football game for me. give me the Baltimore Ravens to win this game.
Okay, fair enough.
That and I gotta cheer for my the Blacks. It's Blackbird. Lamar Jackson's the quarterback. Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
just not gonna play him.
Listen, nobody take this out of context, okay? Go Whites.
The exciting Whites, man.
Love me some exciting Whites.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Baltimore, man. I maybe this is the black versus white game. Honestly, if you look at it on paper, it's pretty interesting.
Mark Andrews is hurt, right?
Wait.
So it's Isaiah Likely.
That's hilarious, actually. That's
pretty funny.
I will say this is the rematch though of a big Super Bowl too, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. All right,
cool.
So we were split on 3 games this week.
I believe so. Ravens, Niners.
Yep.
I took Lions,
Vikings. Yeah. Is that it?
And Jags, Bucks.
Jags, Bucks. Yeah, I did take the Bucks. Yeah, correct. So if I win all 3 of these, that puts me down
3 games with 2 weeks to go.
Just what I needed. All right, real quick run through. I'm going to take the Rams, Bengals, Bills, Jets, Vikings, Texans, Packers, Seahawks, Colts, Bucks, Dolphins, Bears, Broncos, Chiefs, Eagles, and Ravens.
I'm taking the Rams, Bengals, Bills, Jets, Lions, Texans, Packers, Seahawks, Colts, Jaguars, Dolphins, Bears, Broncos, Chiefs, Eagles, Niners. I ran out of breath a little bit too soon there.
I'm going to tell you right now, after reading the list, something in the back of my head is telling me that I need to take the Commanders.
Okay.
I don't know why, but when little voices start talking in your head, you listen to them. I'm going to change for the first time.
I don't know if that's true.
In Behind the Plays history, I'm changing my pick right now.
I also don't know if that's true.
I'm going to take the Commanders over the Jets. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. There's a little voice in there, and I'm going to listen to him this week. Now, watch this be the game that the Commanders win, and I get everything else perfect, and I win my bet because of it.
That would be sick.
I'd lose my mind. We'd record that moment. We literally I put it on TikTok. I'd be like, hey, it's TikTokable. It's crazy. I'd become famous. I'd have to go. I'd go viral for this. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to lock in our not sponsored FanDuel picks of the week. And then we're going to get the heck up out of here. Anything else, my good man?
I got nothing, my friend.
I want you to know, you guys want to hear something crazy. I had 2 bets at the beginning of the year. Eagles to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl and the Eagles to win the Super Bowl outright betting. Both of those were $10 wagers, right? Right now, a couple weeks ago, the Eagles payout for the Super Bowl was $15. I put 10 in, so I would have netted $5, right? Right now it's at $6.40. I'm a little sad about that.
Tragic.
But, it's $10, so we write it out.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm going to slap this in. We're going to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed the beautiful Behind the Plays podcast today. I know I did. It's always fun talking about random things that, when it comes to football stuff, it's really fun. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I am going to get out of here. So, I butchered every ounce of this freaking outro. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But my name is Davion. That is Eric. This is Behind the Plates, and we are out of here. Peace out.
See ya.